What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today is Wednesday, March 11th, and today we are going to talk a little bit about being addicted to toxic relationships. Do you often find yourself attracted to the quote-unquote bad boys or bad girls? Do you feel like you are drawn to relationships where the other person isn't going to be available, either in terms of romantically being unavailable to you, they're not going to meet all of your needs, or they're unavailable as in they're already in a relationship with somebody else and you find that more appealing? We're going to talk a little bit about that today. So you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a toxic relationship? Or how do I know if I'm in a toxic relationship? A toxic relationship is when one or both persons in the relationship exhibit manipulative, controlling, or abusive behaviors. So this might be physical abuse, it might be verbal abuse. So then that begs the, why would anyone want to be in a toxic relationship, right? If we know that it's not good for us. And there are a number of reasons. Sometimes we experience toxic relationships in our childhood with adults, and then when we become adults ourselves, we look for relationships that mirror that same attachment that we had with our caregiver in childhood. So it also ends up being a toxic relationship. But that's what we've interpreted as a healthy relationship. And then sometimes we've deemed ourselves unworthy of receiving love fully, of receiving a healthy relationship, that we don't deserve to be with someone who would treat us well. Like we don't deserve to be in a relationship with someone who could be honest and faithful and kind to us. So because we haven't taken the time to get to know and love ourselves, because we don't have a healthy relationship with God, it's hard for us to have a healthy relationship with anyone else, right? We continually attract people into our lives that are going to treat us the way that we think we deserve to be treated. So it's a good idea, like if you find yourself constantly attracted to the wrong type of person, to take some time to work on your own personal growth and development first before seeking to be in that next relationship, so that we can make sure that that next relationship is a healthy one. Or if we do happen to find this great person, right, but we still have a lot of inner work to do, sometimes we still end up pushing them away because deep down we haven't taken the time to heal some of those childhood wounds or some of those past wounds that are telling us that we're not worthy of having a healthy relationship. And then we end up pushing the right person away. So then maybe you're thinking, Veronica, what if I'm already in a great relationship with a fantastic person and I don't want to break up with them? I know that they're good for me. I know that we could be good for each other, but something in me is still waiting for the floor to fall out from under me. I'm still sad all the time. I feel like I have this hole in my heart, like I can't heal. How do I heal, right? How do I heal some of those wounds that keep me searching for the next person while I'm already in a relationship with someone? That keep me from allowing myself to get too happy while I'm in this relationship with someone I deeply care about? Because I'm afraid, right, that if I'm too happy, I'll be disappointed. If I'm too happy, then something bad's going to happen. Start off by saying that's an excellent question to ask yourself, because you are the one constant in every relationship that you have with someone else, right? You take you into every relationship that you have. You take you into the relationship that you have with God. You take you into the relationship that you have with yourself, and then that from there, that influences the rest of the relationships that you're going to have in your life. So if you don't know how to love you first, it's going to be difficult for you to love someone else. And the reflection, right, of the way that we want to love ourselves is a Christ-like love. So it does start with having a healthy relationship with Him. Sometimes we're addicted to the concept or to the idea of finding someone who seems broken and trying to, quote unquote, fix them or save them from themselves because they remind us of a part of ourselves, and we try to be the person that we know we needed for this other person. Because we haven't made the decision to love ourselves first, it still comes back tainted, right? That energy that we're pouring out into other people still comes back tainted because it's like a depleted energy, because we're not filling up our own cup first. We're not allowing God, the Holy Spirit, to fill us up first before we can pour that positive full cup into someone else's. If your cup's empty, there's no way for you to fill up someone else's cup, right? If you don't have clean water in your own cup, if it's kind of muddy water, you want to clean up that energy. You want to clean up that water and pour into your cup living water from Christ so that it's full and it's pure. Then you can share that with other people. I think often we forget that the way we show other people how to love us is not the way that we love them. It's through them seeing the way that we love ourselves and the energy that they feel with the love that we give to ourselves. It magnetizes itself in a way that attracts back that same type of energy. So if you're pouring into yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I don't like the way that I look, I don't feel like I'm very smart, you're creating a magnet that's going to attract that same type of negative energy to keep pouring back into you, that same negative energy that's going to keep, you're going to keep attracting the same type of food that you've been feeding yourself. So if I want to attract a partner who's going to treat me well, I want to treat myself well. That's going to attract a partner who's going to treat me well. If I am not treating myself well, I'm going to be attracted to people who are going to continue to feed that negative energy back into my spirit. So we have to start with loving ourselves first. And if you need help with that, God's a great place to start. Sometimes we want to look at healing childhood wounds or relationships that we have with our parents that might no longer be on this earth, or they might not be people who we can have healthy relationships with, but we can allow God the opportunity to reparent us by surrendering to Him. I love you guys so much. I hope this was a blessing to someone today. But yeah, I'll try to remember to link a few videos for you guys on this below. One is on healing from toxic relationships and to stop chasing toxic people. And the other one is from Girls Gone Bible and allowing God to reparent you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys.